emotional labor that women do when they're trying to figure out their partner's emotions or needs when he's not emotionally intelligent enough to communicate them to her. That has a name. Hermeneutic labor. Mental work that women do to interpret the emotions and motives of their male partners who lack the emotional vocabulary to explain themselves. Women spend a lot of time on this labor, trying to interpret or decipher vague cues that their male partners give them. Where did this name come from? Ellie Anderson. Ellie Anderson is a PhD and the host of the Overthink podcast. Ellie authored a study that's published in the Cambridge University Press. Participants in the study were cisgendered men and women in heteronormative relationships. The majority of the emotional labor continues to fall on the shoulders of the women. Dr. Anderson specifically defines hermeneutic labor in the study as burdensome activity of understanding and coherently expressing your own feelings and intentions and discerning those of others, and inventing solutions for the relational issues that arise from interpersonal tensions. Something that I found particularly interesting in the study was the gendered demand withdraw pattern. It is the most common form of communication in a heterosexual couple: female demand and male withdrawal. This occurs when the woman brings up a topic for discussion and the man either avoids the topic or ends the conversation. The demand withdraw pattern exhibits an asymmetrical power dynamic, where the withdrawer, the man, is left less vulnerable than the demander, the woman. Because we live in a patriarchal society, when men and women enter a relationship, there is an automatic power dynamic that favors the man. Gendered demand and withdraw pattern reinforces patriarchal systems within the relationship by allowing the man to maintain power. And in news that will shock zero women, hermeneutic labor within a relationship is a form of misogyny. You know that it's cut off at the top, but this section is called the misogyny of hermeneutic labor in intimate relationships with men. Given the gendered power asymmetry within the relationship, this labor is disempowering and a form of misogyny. Misogyny is not defined exclusively as the hatred of women. It's actually defined as the system that operates within a patriarchal society in order to police and enforce women's subordination and uphold male dominance. It's our patriarchal system that encourages and socializes women to do this type of labor. These gender roles encourage women to invest more into the relationship, while men are socialized to be incompetent and less likely to do any labor to interpret their partner's feelings as well as their own. Women will often take on a therapist or motherly role in the relationship, disempowering them and leaving them dissatisfied with their partner. Hermeneutic labor causes women to ruminate on solutions to fix their relationship problems. While a lot of this rumination happens internally, women will seek counsel from other women in the community, meaning it's possible that one man can do a small fraction of the emotional labor within the relationship while 3 or 4 women in the community are doing the emotional labor that he benefits from. Women will believe that the exhaustion caused by this labor is actually unhappiness with their partner, prompting them to put more hermeneutic labor into the relationship to solve for this. The more you know.